Have you watched Nichijou before? Nichijou is an anime I think many people have seen but have never fully watched. Like, I'm sure you have seen a clip or two from the show, but have you ever sat down and watched the series before? If not, I think you should definitely consider putting it at the top of your to-watch list. If you somehow have never heard of Nichijou before, it's essentially a comedic episodic show which follows the weird daily life of the people of Gunma Prefecture. The show mainly follows two character groups. You have Mio, Yuko, and Mai who make up the first group, and then there's Nano, Hakase, and Sakamoto who make up the second group. And while the show more often than not follows one of these two groups, it does have an extremely diverse set of side characters who all have their own unique quirks that get pushed into the extremes. Speaking of being pushed into the extremes, that's definitely how I would describe the humor in this show. Usually a scene will start out with a very normal premise. I'll use this famous scene to describe my point. Mio, Yuko, and Mai are eating lunch in their classroom. A normal premise, right? And suddenly Yuko drops her sausage. Here's a question. What happens next? A. Yuko channels her inner power in order to catch the sausage. B. Yuko accidentally slaps the sausage out of the air so fast it goes through a mohawk. C. Mai catches the sausage in a baseball glove. Or D. The sausage bounces off the ground and Yuko decides it's still clean enough to eat anyway. The correct answer is actually E. All of the above. Literally all of these things happen in this scene. Okay, one more, but I won't trick you this time. Hakase and Sakamoto go on a walk, but they get stuck when they see a dog in the middle of the road, as well as a dog behind them. Hakase and Sakamoto are both afraid of dogs because they think the dogs would bite them, and suddenly Yuko and Mio show up. Yuko wants to show them that the dogs won't bite them, and there's no reason to be afraid. What happens next? A. Yuko pets the dog and Hakase and Sakamoto continue their walk. B. The dogs get scared and run away. C. The dog's owner shows up and gets angry at their dogs. Or D. Yuko gets bit and she fires a laser out of her mouth so powerful it shakes the planet. If you guess D, you're absolutely correct. This style of comedy is definitely one of my favorites, and the two other figures I can really think of who have mastery over this style of comedy would be Rowan Atkinson and the people of Monty Python. Atkinson for the creation of Mr. Bean, who would take very simple things that would happen in everyday life and would somehow mess it up to an extreme degree. And Monty Python, who is known for taking established plotlines and bringing out weird surreal quirks, like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I feel like this style of comedy is really lost today, and there's a special charm behind it that you can't find anywhere else. Another thing about this show that I love is how the art style is perfect for this style of comedy. On the surface it's very cutesy and the colors are well balanced. It's perfectly unassuming. But as soon as things start to take their twist, the artists go to their extremes and start to do everything they can to reach peak insanity, from flashy effects to hilarious camera angles, to characters just doing things that are just completely infeasible. It all adds together to create such an engaging comedy that's really easy to pick up. Perfect for an anime you watch as a palate cleanser or something to watch when you're unsure of what to watch next. Anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video because whenever I watch something and I enjoy it, I want to make sure that I share it with other people, even if it's just my small audience. I have a few more videos coming up very soon, so look out for those, and until then, have a wonderful day. Bye.